What up, it's Shankster94, and welcome to my 78th weekly Q&A. I am your host, the Gamer Shankster, also known as Shankster94, although I may not look like it. This is a place for you guys to ask questions, receive answers, communicate with each other, have pitiful, although sometimes entertaining, comment wars, and witness the occasional troll get blocked, even though I highly doubt they're going to show up on this occasion. And yes, through sheer circumstance, I happen to be doing this one on Halloween. So, participating just a little bit. I didn't do much. I just put some shades on and I slicked my hair back. So, that's all I did. So, I'm not going for anything specific. I mean, Wyatt Shotron thinks I'm Albert Wesker, even though clearly my hair's way too long to be Albert Wesker. I feel like I look, especially with the shades off, I look more like Billy Cohen if my hair wasn't blonde or dirty blonde. You know, I almost have that style right there. But yeah. Even Man of Muff thinks I'm Wesker. Okay, we'll go with Wesker, especially with the shades. Why not? Alright. So, who do we got? We obviously got Wyatt Shotron, and then Man of Muff. Who else we got? We got Marat Balamza. What up? Yeah, whenever I do earlier ones like this, Marat Balamza shows up, so I should keep that in mind. We got nothing but moderators in here. Like, Marat Balamza's the only one that's not a moderator. I'm seeing a bunch of blue and only one red. And you can see my own comments earlier from before the Q&A began. But yeah, doing this in the middle of the week, so I probably don't expect too many people to show up. And, you know, it's in the middle of the afternoon, so people are probably at school or something. Even though it's Halloween, so kids shouldn't be in school right now. I don't know. I don't know how the educational system works these days. I haven't been in it in like 3 years. And I haven't been in the elementary system in like freaking almost in 10 years. It's been 10 years since I graduated 8th grade. So, alright. So, let's start this. Your first question of the stream, Wyatt Shotron, so let's go ahead and get the timer going. This is not a special Q&A, so it's not extended or anything. It just happens to be on Halloween, so it's still only an hour. Alright. Your first question of the stream. What do I think of the name or word Shanksterween? No, it doesn't sound good at all. It sounds cheesy as hell for me. So, of course, with your news question, which you know I already heard of. The synagogue shooting in Pennsylvania? Yeah, I have. It wasn't even 6 hours away from you. Well, it was across the state line, so. The weapon review you thought was very good, Man of Muff? Thank you. I hope it's good. Love returning to weapon reviews. I get really detailed, or not detailed really, but sophisticated with them. I make them look fancier than I ever have before. And yeah, there's one person who would like me to remake my weapon reviews for 1, 2, and 3 since they're so old and they could look so much better with my emulator, even though they're still PS1. I think about it sometimes and they could be so much better. I just feel like at this point they're so aesthetically significant, like on my channel, I don't want to get rid of them, because if I remake the weapon reviews, I have to get rid of the earlier versions and put them on my classics channel. One day in the future, I just might do it for those ones. I just don't feel like doing it for a while. Alright, Marat Balamza. After finishing Dead Aim full play, am I planning to remaster its weapon review? No. I don't think Dead Aim needs a remastering. Sure while my current weapon review for Dead Aim was on the native PS2, and the capture card I was using only delivers it at 480p. I really don't think the transition to 1080p with PS2 graphics is as high. It's like I just said with the classic Resident Evil games. It's like I remade those just because I have the ability to deliver it in 1080p, even though it's still a blocky PS1 game. It's just not a good enough reason for me. The reason I did it for Zero and Remake was because they were delivered and promoted as HD, so yeah. Man of Muff, have I heard of PlayStation Classic? Yes, I have. It's like a portable PlayStation 1 that has like 20 or 30 games on it, something like that. Yeah, I have heard of it. Wyatt Chachman, favorite Halloween-themed candy or food? Candy corn. Oh, yeah. Do I ever drink coffee or coffee-like drinks, such as lattes, frappuccinos, etc.? No. I don't like coffee, really. Man of Muff, weapon question. Which company made the P90? Why do I want to say, like, some sort of Belgian company? I don't know, really. I don't know. Wyatt Chachman, PlayStation Classic will be lame. Says you. Alright, well, let me look at my current viewers. Only 5 people. So, there's 2 people who are watching, but not asking questions. What the hell? Just say hi, at least, so I know you're in here. Alright, Murat Balamza. Do I think Capcom should remake Survivor after 3 and Code Veronica? You think they should, since the way the story ends isn't 100% clear. That person dies to Hypnos, depends. Survivor, sure, since it pretty much ran on a very similar engine to the classic 1, 2, and 3 games. So it could use a remake of its own. And they proved that Resident Evil 7, that first person with the Resident Evil engine is possible, so they could totally remake Survivor in that same fashion, you know? They totally can. So, yeah, I do think Survivor could use a remake, even though it's a spin-off, so I don't care too much for it. Code Veronica, on the other hand, as I've said countless times, I don't think Code Veronica deserves a remake. It doesn't need one. But anyway, thanks for the 666 donation. Yeah, being evil about it. Being Satanist. Not that I'm religious, so I really don't care. But alright. Man of Muff, one of the PlayStation Classic games is Resident Evil 1 DualShock Edition. Well, go figure. It was a classic game for the PlayStation. Oh, FN made the P90. FN P90? Actually, I should have known that, because, yeah, that does sound familiar now. Is that actually a company, though? FN? FN America. Okay. Marabalamza, which Resident Evil game do I like more? Dead Aim or 6? I like 6 more, to be honest. Dead Aim just doesn't have much replay value. Alright, well, at least and most favorite thing about Halloween. Well, my least favorite thing probably... Well, when I was a kid, it would actually be the trick-or-treating part. I wasn't into it. I was a very shy kid. I didn't want to go out, so I just stayed home. Today, though, it doesn't bother me. I actually like to give out candy. So it's hard to say what my least favorite thing about it. Maybe the fact that apparently the child death rate is double during Halloween because people in cars hitting kids in the streets and whatnot. We just did a news report on that at my job. But my most favorite thing about Halloween, now that I'm an adult and whatnot, is it gives an opportunity to get really the costumes and or cosplay, or it can turn out to be good adult fun, if you know what I mean. FN America is a company, Wyatt. Okay. Wyatt, what was I doing before the stream? What would I be doing after? Well, before the stream, I was actually preparing this look, somewhat. Even though I posted a picture about it like nearly an hour ago now. But I wasn't doing much else. After this stream, I'm probably going to hop on Family Guy, because I actually did start it now, per your request, and I'm on Season 8, or Episode 8 of Season 16, so I'll be getting through it shortly, hopefully. Favorite Halloween-themed food, excluding candy? I don't know. What is Halloween-themed food besides candy? Please enlighten me. Wyatt Chachman, part of the same company. Yeah. Okay, enough about the FN, please. Murat Balamza, if it's possible, can I say none gets behind, not on my watch, just like Resident Evil 6 Chris. He says it in Chapter 2, by the way, just in case I don't remember it. I actually don't know that line nearly as... I pretty much don't know that line like I do more classic lines. Resident Evil 6 is too recent of a game for me. I have no idea how he says it. So, I cannot do that, Murat Palamza. That is not possible. What did I last eat? What will I next eat? The last thing I ate, believe it or not, was a lemon drop. The next thing I'll be eating... I'm pretty sure I said this last time. It just goes to show how shitty of an eater I am. I'm going with Pizza Pockets. I have a horrible diet. Luckily, I have a high metabolism, so that's why I'm not 300 pounds. Alright. I actually like the shades because it makes it hard for you guys to see where my eyes are moving. So I can make it look like I'm always looking directly at you. But, unless you guys can see my eyes through it, because I can't see myself without the shades, so it's dark for me. But maybe you guys could actually see my eyes. I don't know. But let's continue. I started the timer, right? Yeah. Have I watched the movie World War Z? No, I was never interested. What, in your opinion, I would cosplay best as Wesker, huh? Second best would be Leon because of the hair, but unfortunately I don't have Leon's face. Agree or disagree? If I had to cosplay a Resident Evil character right now, I'd say Billy Cohen would be a better bet. But, like I said, without the shades, I feel like I might just a little bit. But, if I cut my hair just a little bit, yeah, Albert Wesker probably would be the best bet. And if I shaved, of course. Murat Balamza, which Leon do I like more? 6 Leon or Vendetta Leon? I like 6 Leon more because in Vendetta, he was an ass for a little while because he was drinking and shit. Alright, Wyatt with a $2 donation. Michael Myers from the newest movie versus Vertigo. Michael Myers, since he's invincible, apparently, and Vertigo isn't, obviously. Man, if you want me to remove the shades at the last half of the Q&A, you'll have to remind me. Why, do you not like them? Alright, at the bottom, slow-mo's not even on. Only 4 concurrent viewers now, which is Wyatt, Murat, and Manif. So there's one person who's watching, apparently, is still not commenting. Okay, Wyatt, take it easy. Michael Myers from the newest movie versus you with only a weak BB gun. You would also be super tired and have slow reaction times in this scenario. Are you just setting yourself up to die then? Because I think that's what will happen to you if you're in that condition. You like the shades. Okay, Manif. You know, I wonder if I can tweak my webcam a little bit right now. Let's find out. Filters. Huh. Interesting. I could apply, like, color correction and shit. I could make it, like, noir. Color key? Alright, you guys are probably going to see some changes, actually, for a second, because I'm going to tweak my camera. Meanwhile, I'll try to keep answering questions. I'll keep answering questions. I can't, so I'm taking the shades off for a second, because it's hard to see with them indoors, you understand? But anyway, you like this. So, Wyatt, trivia question. For each time of ammo in Resident Evil 4, can I say how many rounds stack in the inventory for each box? Handgun rounds, I believe, is 50. TMP rounds, I'm pretty sure is, I want to say 300. It's either 300 or 100. Magnum rounds, I feel like it's only like 20. Shotgun rounds, 30. Rifle rounds, 30. I'm probably way off for all of them. Hand cannon rounds, what, 20? That's horrible. I think I'm done answering that. A while, because apparently I was only correct on the handgun. But, well, TMP I was technically correct, because I said either 300 or 100. Also, a while ago, back before Resident Evil 7 actually came out, some fans did a mock promo of it, of what they might have liked it to be, which included a mock tagline. The mock tagline, which was never officially used by Capcom as far as you know, was, "The war ends now." What are my thoughts on the epicness, coolness, badassness of this tagline? Well, to me, that just sounds like they intended on ending the franchise after 7, and I do not like that, so it is not cool, it is not epic, it is not badass. Alright, so let's continue trying to... Alright, so... Okay, I just got darker. Now I just got brighter. Let's reset that to default. There we go. That was the contrast I was missing. Here's the brightness. Huh? No. Manif, do I know what A virus and C virus stands for? Didn't we go over this? I don't remember. I think the C virus stands for chrysalid. The A, I don't know. Alright, here's gamma. I said it first, Wyatt. Okay, so... magenta... No, that's not doing anything. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Tch. A virus is animality? Are you sure about that, or are you just guessing? Hi, USA Army 916 SCP. Whoa. Let's try black. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm removing that. I'm done messing around with it. Let's see. That's what the wiki says, Wyatt? Okay. Trivia question. In Resident Evil 4, what is the largest possible single drop of TMP ammo I will ever find? 300. No, that's not possible. 50? Or is it actually 100? Marat Balam's a lore question. Which two viruses have been used to create the C viruses? Wow. I don't remember. I don't think it's the T and G, because that created the TG virus. Or the... Yeah. Was it Las Plagas and Ouroboros? I highly doubt it. Yeah, I got all that in the last one. There we go. I can make it black and white. Or I can get super colorful. No, that looks horrible. I like the black and white for this. I'm going to keep it that way for the rest of the Q&A. Opacity, what does that mean? Oh, I just disappear. Hue shift? Well, I can't shift that now. Let's bring the saturation back just for a second. Hue shift. Ooh. That's neat. Alright. I actually like keeping it like this, because it... Alright, so let's keep going. Trivia question. What are the individual names of the Chimera ornaments in Resident Evil 4 needed to access the next area of the castle? What is it? Like Serpent, Lion, and Eagle? Or am I even thinking of the same thing? Also, did I know that Krauser's bow kills enemies even easier in the original GameCube version? In later versions, it can 1 or even 2 shots more to take the enemies down. Wow. Alright, Smart Blum's modified T. Veronica strain called TO2 that is a combination of the T virus and progenitor virus in the files, plus the J virus. Jeez. Alright, long time no see. Dayon231, yeah. What's going on? This is my Tekken buddy that I actually made a shout out for. Alright. Man, if you hate how the Nambu is strong and the FN57 is weak. Marabalamza. In one of my Resident Evil 2 remake videos about Claire, I said that the gameplay is similar to Resident Evil 6. In one of my Resident Evil 2 remake videos, I said that gameplay is similar to Resident Evil 6, or something like that. Is there any reason why I think that way? To you, it's a combination of Rev 2 and RE7. Because of the free movement. And I think probably the ability to shift the camera as well as move with a different analog stick. Then again, you might have a point. Revelations 2 probably has all that too. I didn't think of Revelations 2 for some reason. You went to E3 the past summer, Dayon? Nice. Alright, White Shotgun. The 3 parts of the Chimera ornament are the goat, lion, and serpent. Okay, so I was off by 1, sue me. Dayon, I think Wyatt Shotron asked you a question. Oh, apparently, he's asking you, what are your thoughts on Etika? Whatever. But anyway, what El Gigante kill question. Lure it into the body of water where Irving's final form is and have Irving's final form kill the El Gigante, or lure the El Gigante off a cliff. I'd rather see it go off a cliff. Also, 10 Berserks versus Irving's final form. 10 Berserks. Man of Muff, who was Dayon? Dayon is someone I met on Xbox Live on Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I actually ended up in one of his live streams of Tekken, and basically, since he featured me on his YouTube and like I played for hours, it was fun. I shouted him out. Alright, USA Army 916 SCP. Assault Rifle Fro Tactics. Good name, but still a cool looking rifle. Huh. For tactics. Alright, Murat Balamza. Lower question. How is enhanced C virus created? I don't know, and at this point, I don't really care. Why Chatron lose all 7 of my real-life friends, or lose my top 7 biggest supporters, which would include you and all of your financial support. Yeah, and before I get to answer, you try to twist it because you know I'm going that route. All 7 of my real-life friends conspire to kill me by trapping me in a room with 2... Or, no, that's a separate question. Okay, your initial question? Sorry, dude, I would rather lose 7 supporters than 7 of my real-life friends, dude. But then, all 7 of my real-life friends conspire to kill me by trapping me in a room with 2 El Goradors. All of my family members conspire to kill me by locking me in an apartment with 2 super big, tall Iron Maidens. I'd rather get trapped in with 2 El Goradors. Alright. Bushiniru Master 69, what's up? Murat Balamza, enhanced is created by mixing C with Jake's blood. Okay. Down 231, you're coming back to Twitch and YouTube, just been traveling, enjoying life. Good for you. Alright, how much time left in this Q&A? A little over 35 minutes, so not much longer. I'll take the shades off for good. Because, yeah, they are starting to get annoying a little bit. Alright, White Chatron, least to most scary. Super Salvador, Super Iron Maiden, a really big, tall version of a normal Iron Maiden that is even harder to kill, and a 2-headed El Gigante. Least to most scary? Okay. The two-headed El Gigante, the Super Salvador, and then the Super Iron Maiden. Ooh, you're gonna stream Resident Evil 2 Remake, Dion? Nice. I'm gonna do the same. Or try to. Okay. I think I'm gonna go back to the... At the bottom of the chat. There's 8 concurrent viewers now, so should be more questions getting asked. What other modifications can I make to this webcam, if anything? Wyatt Chatra, never be able to make my own tacos. I can only eat restaurant tacos. Or never be able to make my own pizza. Can only eat restaurant pizza. The tacos would include hard and soft shell tacos. I would rather never be able to make my own tacos. I don't make my own tacos. Alright, which jacket... Murat Balamza, which jacket that Leon wears do I like more? The Resident Evil 6 Tall Oaks or the Vendetta? Probably the Vendetta, to be honest. Alright, Man of Muff. Back in Resident Evil 5, a lot of people were using the Desert Eagle over the M500. I can understand that because the M500 is a slow rate of fire, and it's better to have much faster firing speed sometimes. In that case, though, why not go with the M29? I guess they like the massive amount of ammo once it's fully upgraded. White Chachran trivia question: how do I say taco in Spanish? I don't know. If it's not, unless it's taco as well. Taco. Man, because of the faster fire rate, exactly. White Chachran, always shart while kissing my girlfriend, or always throw up. What the hell is shart? Well, I don't want to vomit in her mouth, so I'll go with whatever that is. USA Army, Waluigi Taco Stand. What about it? Wyatt Joshua, if I gave you my cell phone number and you constantly called about stupid petty nonsense like asking about my least favorite things, what would my reaction be? I would remove your mod status from the Q&As and probably put you in timeout for a month. Yeah, that's what I thought. Murat Balamza, favorite year in the Resident Evil timelining, excluding 1998. 2004. Oh, yeah. I would still much rather Sharp. uh, Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. I'm trying weird things because I have all this time to kill. Alright. Manif, what's my favorite auto gun in Resident Evil 5? The AK. Why, if I gave Manif my cell number and he gave it to everyone he knew and put it online and I started getting tons of crank calls, what would my reaction be? He would be out of my life entirely. The same goes for you if you did something like that. Dayon231, am I hoping a Resident Evil 3 remake? Absolutely. They did 2 finally. Now it's time to do 3. Manif, what is my favorite machine gun in Revelations 1? The MP5. Yeah, MP5. Marabalamza, which Resident Evil game has a more cheesy dialogue in my opinion? Resident Evil 1 or Survivor? I want to go... You know what? Survivor. I feel like Survivor does. Alright, past the halfway point. I'm getting rid of these shades. Okay. Alright. White Shotgun. Choose from the following 2 loadouts to survive the Flood, Berserk, Apocalypse. Leon as my ally, 5 Resident Evil 4 harpoons, 3 Rev 1 shot grenades, and a mini air tank for breathing underwater. Or Resident Evil 4 base form Krauser as my ally, a spear gun with 3 spears, Leon's Resident Evil 4 knife, and underwater body armor. I'm going with loadout A. Man, yeah, I did. Dayon, Resident Evil 1, bro. What? Which has cheesier dialogue, 5 or 7? Cheesier dialogue? I don't think neither of them have cheesy dialogue. But I'm going with 5. White Chachrin, the next 3 questions will involve lookups, 2 gun questions and 1 car question. Fuck you. Alright. You do know I don't like these, Wyatt. Trivia. Hold on. Murat Balam's the second least favorite year in the Resident Evil timeline? Pfft. Least favorite? I don't really care. 2002, I guess. Man, if trivia question, what is the fastest reloading gun in Resident Evil 5? Isn't it the P8 handgun? Like fully upgraded? Alright, choose from the following two loadouts to survive the zombie apocalypse. Here we go. A Feg PJK 9 HP, a short sword, and 2 Resident Evil 4 green herbs. Or a Dracula MD98, a serrated machete, and Ada's Resident Evil 4 knife. For a standard zombie apocalypse, huh? Alright. I see. It almost looks like a Browning high power. Or... Huh. Interesting. That's a weird gun, to be honest. Alright. Well, anyway... So now that I know what those two weapons look like, so really it's between a short sword and 2 Resident Evil 4 green herbs, or a serrated machete and Ada's Resident Evil 4 knife. I'll go with loadout B. Yeah. Alright, Marabalamza, which game has more cheesy dialogue in my opinion? 6 or 7? 6. Dayon231, seeing the classic outfits... Why is everyone bagging on 7? Knock it off. Seeing the classic outfits from Resident Evil 2 Remake. You've seen the classic outfits from Resident Evil 2 Remake? Yes, I have. I've also seen the extra outfits or whatnot. Who has cheesier questions, Marat or Manif? To be honest, you do than both of them, but... their questions aren't cheesy at all, really. Then cheesier dialogue 2 or 3. 3. Yeah. Man of Muff, what would my reaction be if Ada only spoke Chinese in Resident Evil? Then she obviously wouldn't be Chinese American. U.S. Army. Is Chris punching a boulder a real thing in Resident Evil 5? Obviously. Yeah, it is. Dayon231 in response to Wyatt. Wyatt Chatron. A Remington 700 PSS or a Tabuk sniper rifle to survive an intelligent revenant apocalypse. Alright, let's look these up real quick. So, just another sniper rifle like all the ones I've ever looked up. Definitely, let's see, let's look at the loadouts real quick. Tabuk sniper rifle. I'll go with the Tabuk. Sup, Absolute MMA 101. What do I think of the Resident Evil 2 Remake Classic mode featuring fixed camera angles? I didn't know they were making that a thing. I haven't seen the news about that. Thanks for the spoiler. No, but if that's actually true, then, that makes me a lot happier. It's probably the way I'm going to end up playing it in my blind play. See, they listen to the fans. They make it an option of what perspective you want. White Shetron, would I rather drive a pink Fiat Multipla for the rest of my life or a pink Suzuki Miran? You know, the pink part of it, Wyatt, isn't insulting. It just means I support breast cancer awareness, so you're just making it good. If your intent was to make me aggravated, you're doing it all wrong. But anyway, I'm not going to tell you what color would piss me off, because I know you'll take that and use it to your advantage. So, a Fiat Multipla. Never mind the color. Doesn't matter to me. That is a weird-ass looking car. Or a Suzuki Miran. Suzuki Miran. It looks more like a regular car. Alright. Done with those questions. Murat Balamza, which year in Resident Evil timeline do I like more? 2012 or 2013? 2012. Yo, AG22. Alright, White Shatron. Least to most terrifying aspect of the Iron Maidens. The least terrifying aspect is the fact that they're slow. They can be slow. The most terrifying is if they get close to you and they use that iron on them. Thanks, Dayon. Murat Balamza, which Resident Evil game has the least serious story, in my opinion? The least serious story. Survivor. Wyatt Chatron, you misunderstood his question. He said 2012 or 2013, not 2013, 2014. You just made yourself look like a massive fool, dude. Manif, FAMAS F1 or the Scar H? Scar H. AG22, which Resident Evil was the most overhyped? Probably 6. Also, favorite submachine gun in Resident Evil 5? I just answered that not long ago, but it's or submachine gun. So assault rifle was AK, but submachine gun, MP5, easily. Why, at least with a spam of 5 fucking questions, Jesus Christ. Least to most terrifying Murat, Revenant, Angry Evil, Umbrella Cone, Feargill, dressed in riot gear and being trapped in the same car as Manif while he's farting. Murat, Revenant, or, okay, simply an Revenant or an Evil Umbrella Cone, Feargill, and being trapped in the same car as Manif while he's... Well, that one's the least terrifying. Then the Evil Umbrella Cone, then finally Revenant. What makes your sound direction, sound editing, etc. questions so difficult to answer? Because I don't pay attention to all of that crap when I watch movies. White Chatrand also get throat punched by Ada, but she French kisses me right after, or get kneed in the stomach by Sheva, but she French kisses me right after. So throat punch by Ada or kneed in the stomach, but either way I get throat. I'd still take Ada. A throat punch, I don't think... Which Resident Evil game has the most serious story? Most serious story? It's probably Resident Evil 4. It's either that or 2 for me. Well, I answered correctly, so why does it matter? Murat Balamza, Wyatt, and... AG22, how many spinels are in Resident Evil 4? Over 50. Dayon231, G. Birkin versus Nemesis. I'm gonna say G. Birkin, to be honest, yeah. How is he supposed to know that, Wyatt? Also, the majority of the game needs to take place in a certain year for it to count. So what he's saying... I'm actually not gonna interject myself into this argument. It's between you two. You can argue about facts all you want. Absolute MMA 101. Which would I be more fearful of? Hitting Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, then run, or hitting a Revenant from Revelations 2 with a rock at night where nowhere is around? When no one... Where nowhere is around? Do you mean when no one is around? I'd rather hit a Revenant. Agent 22, my favorite treasure in Resident Evil 4 and 5. My favorite treasure in Resident Evil 4 is the Salazar family crown. My favorite in Resident Evil 5 is the Heart of Africa. White Children, assuming I was able to sleep with Sheva, which would I prefer? Sheva is taller than me and more dominant, or Sheva is shorter than me and more submissive? I'd rather her be taller and more dominant. Man of Muff, Spaz 12 or Spaz 15? Well, I'm not sure what the Spaz 15 is capable of, so I'm biased and saying Spaz 12. Murat Balam's the cheesiest dialogue in Survivor. It's one of Vincent's lines. It is one of Vincent's lines. Don't remember what he says exactly, but... Oh, it's when he says... It's like when he's talking to Lot. He's like, And then whatever he says after that, I can't remember. Great, now I'm falling behind. What? Who would win in a fight to the death? Sheva with a broken right arm or my girlfriend? Sheva would still win. Easily. Man, do I know the Spaz 12 can shoot pump action or semi-automatic? I think I did know that, actually. Which animal would win in a fight? A lion or a grizzly bear? I feel like a grizzly bear would. Also, Darkside Chronicles Krauser versus Resident Evil 4 base form Krauser versus the Mercenaries 3D Krauser in a vicious 3-way fight to the death. 10% chance El Gigante joins the fight. Consider both scenarios. Resident Evil 4 base form Krauser, I feel like, would win. Now, with El Gigante in the scenario, I still think that. I feel like that was an unnecessary addition to the question, seriously. If you want me to look at the Spaz 15? It looks like an assault rifle, but I see it's a semi-automatic shotgun. I'm still going with the Spaz 12. Murat Balamza, which Resident Evil game has the weirdest story, in my opinion? Weirdest? Gaiden? Gaiden. Wyatt Chatron, El Gigante versus Indisu versus U8. I'm going to go with U8. Agent 22, what happened to the dog in Resident Evil 4 after the El Gigante battle? No one knows. You never see him again, really. And yeah, that's something I gotta make sure I... Well, obviously I'm gonna rescue the dog, and I'll come into play later. But should I do a playthrough where I don't rescue him is a good question. But there's nothing different between... Never mind. Alright. U.S. Army, what did I think of Wolfpack? I can't even remember what game Wolfpack is from. Someone please clue me in on that, because I can't remember. Fun fact, Murat Balamza, did I know that there was no writer hired for writing Resident Evil 4 story? Confirmed in credits. You believe this also applies to separate ways. So then, what, was it all the director and producer? Trivia question, White Judgment. Fill in the blank for this Resident Evil 4 Wesker quote. And that, Leon. If you happen to encounter him, put him out of commission. We can't let him interfere with our plans. Why did you choose that? That's like the hardest part of the quote. And that, I'm pretty sure it's with, and if you happen to encounter that something Leon. I don't even know if you're doing it right. It's not Miserable Oath, is it? Anyway. Murat Balamza, which Resident Evil game has the weirdest story, in my opinion? It needs to be a canon Resident Evil game. Yeah, screw you, Murat. 6. Absolute MMA 101. Who would I go gay for if I was gay? Resident Evil 2 Leon, Dork... It's Ark Thompson, Absolute, not Dork. Resident Evil Remake Chris, 5 Wesker, Remake Wesker, Barry, Resident Evil 6 Chris, Resident Evil 4... Dude, just no. You know, I'm not going to answer that question for the fact that you just listed, like, over 10 characters. You should have just simply asked, who would I go gay for? The answer to that is Resident Evil 4 Leon. Revenge. What Resident Evil game do I hate the most? Umbrella Corps. White Shotgun. The dog in the El Gigante fight is almost certainly dead by now, since dogs don't live super long. Well, that's obvious. I think the question was, where did he go? Least to most favorite thing about the TMP with stock? Well, my most favorite thing is, especially if it's fully upgraded, it is a very useful weapon. My least favorite thing about the TMP with stock? It doesn't really help. It doesn't deter much from the fact that it's one of my least favorite weapons. There you go. Absolute MMA. Which game, aside from Resident Evil 2 Remake, am I looking forward to in 2019? If anything, the new Super Smash Brothers. If that's in 2019. I don't know. I don't pay attention to game news that much anymore. Unless it's Resident Evil. AG22. In Resident Evil 4, does Leon spray the herbs or consume it? That's a good question, because there's no animation for it. Least to most favorite thing about Resident Evil 4 incendiary grenades, White Chatron. My most favorite thing is they can take out a good amount of enemies, especially in crowds. Least favorite thing is it doesn't always kill them in one hit. Man of Muff, is there going to be a new Resident Evil not including Resident Evil 2 Remake? Not that I know of. Then a retracted message from Manny Stovall. White Chatron and that government lapdog. Huh. Okay. Nice. Manny Stovall, you actually watch my channel rarely. Okay. Well, that explains your recent questions. But point is, Manny, for future reference, don't ask me at all, can I do a playthrough for this game? Just don't, because I will in time. If your real intent is, can I do it right now, that is a straight up no. So, yeah, please stop asking, will I play this or that game? Now it's picking up, since we got some more viewers. So, right, why, at least the most favorite thing about Resident Evil Revelations 2's weapon selection in general. Too vague. Yeah, too vague. I can't think of it. Rob Alarm's the worst soundtrack in the whole franchise, excluding DualShock Basement Disaster. The worst soundtrack in the whole franchise then is Resident Evil 1. Is Resident Evil 1's DualShock version, Director's Cut DualShock version soundtrack as a whole. It's disappointing in almost every aspect. U.S. Army Thor hammer from Resident Evil 7 looks like an assault rifle. Yeah, that was established. AG22, if I have one, any favorite quotes from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? I don't have one. White Shotgun, least to most favorite Resident Evil, least to most favorite Rev 2 enemies. You mean least and most favorite, Wyatt. Least favorite Rev 2 enemy is the freaking Glasp? Yeah, Glasp. My most favorite is probably the Revenant. Yeah. Also, Slender Man versus Thanos. Thanos. How many more minutes left, AG22? Good question. Little under 5 minutes. Revenge. You thought I would hate Resident Evil 6. No. White Church and Slender Man versus me with a TAWS 19402M. Well, I don't think Slender Man can be shot. That's been proven in a lot of media, so Slender Man's winning. Random super chat is random. Yeah, I guess so. You just wanted to make a point. Okay, Manny Stovall. Have I seen the video of Leon and Claire in their original costumes from the Resident Evil 2 remake? I have. Marab Alonso, which save room music do I like more? 2 or 4? I like 4's more in that comparison. Wyatt, Smash comes out in 2018. See, that's what I'm saying. I really don't care. Wyatt Shutron, will I be buying the semi-canonical to the MCU book? Nope. Right away, I'm just saying no. I don't read books. Just some gamer. Just wanted to say Happy Halloween. You too. Wyatt Shutron, you versus Leon in acrobatics contest. Leon. Do I agree or disagree that this is the worst line in Resident Evil 4? So the subject name is Ashley Graham, right? This is obviously spoken by Leon, and it's so bad because he should easily already know her name since it's literally his job to rescue her. Yeah, I guess I could agree. When you put it that way. Absolute MMA, what will I look forward to the most in Resident Evil 2 Remake? Reliving the story of Resident Evil 2 in a new perspective? Yes. We gotta do something when Resident Evil 2 Remake comes out, Dayon. Only if there's some sort of multiplayer addition to it, which really don't know if there is going to be. Maybe Extreme Battle Mode, you know? If it has it again and is multiplayer capable. I don't see why they couldn't do that. Manif, would I like burst gun or full automatic? Full automatic. Marabalamza, which Wesker do I like more? The Dark Legacy one from Umbrella Chronicles or Resident Evil 5? Probably Dark Legacy, to be honest. Least to most favorite thing about Resident Evil 4 soundtrack. Least and most. Least favorite thing about Resident Evil 4 soundtrack. Probably some of the, like the Navistador theme. Yeah. Favorite thing about the soundtrack? Like near the end of both Leon and Ada scenarios, it's like really dramatic music. You have to go AG22. See you later. Marab Lamza, which Resident Evil game's knife do I like more? 6 Leon's knife or Rev 2 knife? Rev 2. Least to most favorite thing about Resident Evil 4's sound effect. I'm getting tired of these questions, Wyatt. I'm not answering that one just because I can. How disappointed will I be? Or which soundtrack is better, Resident Evil 4's or 5's? 4's. How disappointed would I be if Resident Evil 2 Remake sound effects are terrible quality and super lame? Obviously disappointed if they were noticeably disappointing and lame. And terrible. Marab Alonso, which Resident Evil game has a more cheesy dialogue, 4 or 5? 5. Why do I like Resident Evil 4 save theme over Resident Evil 2 save theme? What doesn't matter to you, just because I do? Why, Chatron, if I walked out of a grocery store and a little way into its parking lot, about halfway to my car, and saw a T-Rex standing in the parking lot and starting to walk towards me, would I, A, try to run back into the store, try to make a run for it, or walk toward it and hope it's friendly? And that's the timer going off. Thank God, because the questions are getting stupid. I feel like. Well, anyway, in that scenario, knowing better a T-Rex, I would actually stand still. Option D. So, I definitely wouldn't walk toward it. I wouldn't go into the store because there's no other way out unless there's a back door somewhere, which there probably is. Actually, so yeah, I guess I would run back into the store. Marab Alamza, so, first of all, I guess the last question I'm answering is worst and best weapon in Freedom. Pfft, stupid. Alright, so Marab Alamza, which Resident Evil game has more cheesy... I already answered that. Actually, I went back up. That's what I accidentally did. Marab Alamza, which Resident Evil game's saver music do I like more? The original or remake? Remake. What? Worst and best weapon in Operation Raccoon City. The worst weapon, in my opinion, is the minigun. Or it's like the mini SMG. Best weapon. Ugh. Best weapon is the Samurai Edge handgun. Alright, White Chatron. Which scenario do I prefer? Take a new girlfriend to meet my parents on my second date, or 5 years after I've started officially dating? I would rather take 5 years, probably. Worst and best weapon in Umbrella Corps. I've never played it, so I can't answer that. There's 2 weapons made by SIG in Resident Evil 5. Name them. The SIG 556 and the SIG P226. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Marabalamza, Arias plus Jake versus Wesker. Who the hell is Arias? But I think Wesker's going to win. Wyatt Chachin, worst and best weapon in Gaiden. The worst weapon in Gaiden is the knife. The best weapon in Gaiden is the gas launcher. The worst and best weapon of freedom. The worst one is the fucking wrench. And the best one is probably that shotgun. Alright, that's it, people. Thanks for this Q&A. First 45 minutes of it were nice, but then questions, just for me anyway, just started getting really bland. So this is one of the reasons why I'm getting done with the weekly thing once I'm done with the 2-year anniversary, because sometimes I can't take these anymore. Alright, not saying you guys are bad, it's just need to get more original with your questions. Alright, this is Shankster94, aka The Gamer Shankster. Rate, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow these links. Shout out to Wyatt Chachin for being a patron, and only a patron for now. And I will see you guys in the next Q&A most likely, and something that I'm going to be doing shortly here now that my weapon review is done. So, later.